Hey everyone, it's Kim, one of the certified instructor teachers, and I wanted to share with you how I display to my students the different ingredients for Mel's Mix. I've chosen to use half-gallon mason jars, and you might want to find clear plastic containers or even just use Ziploc bags. And when I have a small class, I go ahead and pass these around. People can take a look at it and see what vermiculite is. They can imagine the roots going through this. They can imagine the vermiculite holding the water, and I think it's a great if you've got visual learners. And I happen to be a visual learner, so it's always a pleasure for me to see something that I can touch and look at and hold in my hands. So of course the next ingredient is the peat moss. Again, you can pass that around and let your students touch it and feel it and open that and kind of smell what peat moss smells like. And only if I have a small class will I do this. If I'm teaching at the Home and Garden Show where I've got a couple hundred people, obviously I don't do that. But I will keep these on a bookshelf in my booth. Usually I have a booth at the show, and people can come by and take a look at it then. Now, of course, the third ingredient is your blended compost. And always warn your students that this is considerably heavier than the other two jars that you've passed around. And that hopefully will give them the hint that, not to drop it. That's where I think maybe I might down the road switch over to some clear plastic containers, or maybe just a quart size mason jar with the ingredients, because it'll be smaller and easier for them to handle if they have any kind of issues holding things. The other thing I usually have is a large Ziploc bag filled with the completed Mel's Mix. And the reason for that is, again, so people can open up that baggie and they can feel how loose and friable that soil is. I got to tell you, that has sold people on making the Mel's Mix or buying the Mel's Mix probably faster than anything else I ever do. I can teach them all day, but once they get to feel it and touch it themselves, instantly they're sold on the idea. So let me know in the comments section how you display your ingredients for Mel's Mix, if you even do. So hope this gives you another good idea on some visual aids that you can use when teaching square foot gardening.